So everyone put your hands together for the amazing, the Midwestern, the beautiful Patrick Hastie.
Wow, that was nice. Hey, Zach, you want to call my mom and dad and tell them all that stuff about me? It'd do you really good. How are you all? This is a fantastic show. Thank you all for coming. It's so cool. My name is Patrick. That's my first name. I recently found out that I was named after the doctor that was supposed to pull me out. The doctor that was supposed to deliver me. My mom was like, your name's Patrick. Good name. We're going to name our son after you. But I was born 10 days premature, and that guy was off that night. So I ended up getting pulled out by somebody else. And my dad was like, well, this is an omen. We got to name him after that guy. And my mom was like, no, let's go with Patrick. I think I really got screwed in that situation because the doctor that ended up pulling me out, his first name was Rusty. Come on, everybody. Rusty Hastie, that guy rules. Right? I mean, Patrick Hastie, like, yeah, he's got a wife and, like, a dog and, like, runs around the city doing stand-up, but Rusty Hastie, come on. That guy's got, like, a dirt bike and 30 dogs and just runs around the country escaping the cops and doing good deeds for people, you know? That's the guy I want to be. Yeah, I am. I'm from Iowa, and everybody knows it. As soon as I see him, they're like, you grew up with your mom and pa tilling the soil. And I'm like, that's it. No one's ever been like, Patrick, you're from the Bronx, right? They're like, no, we got it. Growing up on the farm was weird because I shouldn't have been there. I should have been in a city, like I should have been in a cool place, you know, like here, like, you know, eating slices of pizza, getting hit by taxi cabs, that kind of cool shit, you know. But instead I was there, and one time my dad came to me, and you should know my dad's a man's man. He's like a real guy. His name's Carl with a K. I'm like, okay, whoa, I get it. You know, he drinks in the morning because why not? I'm like, all right, well, work's gonna be weird. One time my dad came to me, I was a little baby boy, and he goes, Patrick, you gotta come to the barn with me. We're gonna have to slaughter one of the cows. And I was like, oh no, I named them all. I love them so much, don't do it. But we had to, and so he took me out in the barn, and he put me in a stall, and then he just brought down Molly, and then he just fucking killed her right in front of me. And I was like, oh no! And I started to feel myself well up, and I was like, I'm gonna cry. I can't do this. I can't cry in front of Carl. What? No! I'm gonna look like a pansy. So I had to act fast, and so I was like, what do I do? And then I just splashed some of the cow's blood in my face to cover the tears. Don't do that! That's a real backfire. That goes from looking like maybe you're a pansy to, oh shit, you're a serial killer! Go back in the house! You like this too much! Another thing about growing up on the farm, child abuse is a lot different. I don't know what you guys went through. Your parents maybe knock you around, say bad words to you. Not me. Here's what I went through. One time my mom threw my Donatello Ninja Turtle toy into the combine because I said Garth Brooks was better than George Strait. I was right. I stand by that to this day. Garth Brooks makes hits, George Strait makes shits. That's fact. Take it to iTunes, okay? Leave a comment. Here's another thing that happened to me when I was little. This is more relatable. I'm sure somebody in this room went through this. Anybody ever have their dad throw a pig at you? Really? People are always like, Patrick, how can you throw a pig? They're so big. I'm like, yeah, but when they're little, you could really whip one at a child. You know? They didn't hold the flashlight well enough. It's like, whew, okay. It was fun, though. It was fun, you know? Childhood, right? Parents. Here's another thing you guys probably can tell about me. I was in a cool rap metal band. Yeah. And I know I don't have to say cool, you get it, by rap metal band. When I was in high school, I was in this cool rap metal band, and so I was going to be famous, you know, I was going to be like a rock star. And I didn't do any sports or extracurricular activities, and one day my advisor my senior year was like, Patrick, you're going to have to go out for a sport or you're not going to graduate. So I joined the track team. That's fun. It was going to be exciting, and I joined it, and my two events that I went out for were the 100-meter dash and throwing the shot put. And I had this fun plan that I was going to try to see if I could go the whole track season without ever actually competing at one of those meets, you know? Like, because it worked out, because what would happen is they'd be like, on deck to run the 100, Patrick Hastie. And I'd be like, oh, sorry, I gotta go throw. And they'd be like, yeah, we get it. And then I'd go up to throw, and they'd be like, on deck, Patrick Hastie. I'm like, sorry, guys, I gotta go run the 100. They're like, yeah, we don't fucking care. And so it was awesome. It was basically like this long con to get like free Gatorade and ride buses, and I was like, I'm in. That rules. And so the whole season went by, and it was great. And at the end of the year, though, there was senior night, and so everybody's parents came. You know, Carl and Sue Ann were there, and they told me, they were like, you got to tell your parents. And I was like, okay. So I went to mom and dad, and I was like, hey guys, you got to come to this track meet. And my mom's like, you're on the track team, and I was like, kinda, yeah, it's sorta. And so they come, and then and I actually have to compete. They actually make me do it. And so like I'm in line to throw the shot put for the first time ever. And I'm there, you know, and I'm standing there, you know, and I got my Limp Bizkit shirt on, and I'm ready to go. And I look over at my coach, and I'm like next up, and I look over at my coach, and I'm like, what is it, like a softball? And he just goes, I don't think you're gonna be able to do this. And I was like, no, I don't think that's what a coach should say. But anyways, I go up there, and it's mine, and I take it, and I just did what the guy in front of me did. I just went, and I just let her go. And then I landed, and they measured it, and the guy hollered out, 53 feet. New school record, guys. I swear, first time I ever did it, school record. My coach ran up to me and he was like, oh my God, Peter, you were so good. And I was like, all right, it's Patrick, but you know, pretty. He's like, I knew you could do it. I was like, no, that's not what you said. I looked at my parents and they had this look of like joy on their face and like they were so excited. Like I'd never seen that look up until that moment, also since that moment. And then the coach was like, listen, we got scouts coming from Iowa State this weekend. You throw for them, you get yourself a scholarship, kid. And I was like, okay, I don't know if you know, I'm in a rap metal band. We were opening for Finger 11 in Omaha this weekend, so fuck off! And now I'm a famous rap musician. Thanks, guys! Yeah!
Amazing, Patrick.